Top 25 Apprentice Welder Interview Questions and Answers. Preparing for an apprentice welder interview can feel challenging, but with the right guidance, you can enter the room with confidence. Employers want to see if you understand basic welding principles, safety practices, and your eagerness to learn. This guide covers 25 essential interview questions along with well-structured responses that demonstrate skills, reliability, and motivation. Each response is crafted to highlight both technical and soft skills, helping you leave a strong impression. Whether you are new to the trade or have some experience, these answers will give you the edge needed to succeed in your welding career. 1. Why do you want to become a welder? I want to become a welder because I have a passion for hands-on work and creating things that last. Welding offers an opportunity to combine skill, precision, and creativity while contributing to projects that impact industries like construction, manufacturing, and transportation. I enjoy problem-solving and learning technical skills, and welding provides both challenges and rewards. It's a career path where I can continually grow, master different techniques, and eventually become a certified professional. The trade also offers stability and demand, making it a reliable choice for building a long-term career while doing work I truly enjoy. 2. What do you know about the role of an apprentice welder? An apprentice welder is someone in training who assists experienced welders while learning the technical skills of the trade. This role involves preparing materials, setting up equipment, and performing basic welding under supervision. Apprentices are expected to follow safety guidelines, observe techniques, and gradually develop their expertise in different welding processes. It is a learning role that requires patience, discipline, and attention to detail. The apprentice's main goal is to gain hands-on experience, strengthen technical knowledge, and work towards certification. Employers value apprentices who show initiative, willingness to learn, and dedication to mastering the craft. 3. What welding processes are you familiar with? I am familiar with several common welding processes, including MIG welding, TIG welding, and stick welding. MIG welding uses a wire feed and is known for being efficient and beginner-friendly. TIG welding requires more skill and precision, as it involves controlling both the electrode and filler rod, making it ideal for detailed work on metals like aluminum. Stick welding is versatile and commonly used for outdoor work or on thicker materials. While I may not yet be an expert in all of these, I understand their differences and am eager to gain more practice under professional guidance. 4. How do you ensure safety while welding? Safety is the most important part of welding. I always begin by wearing proper personal protective equipment, including a welding helmet, gloves, flame-resistant clothing, and safety boots. I make sure the work area is clean, free of flammable materials, and well-ventilated to reduce the risk of fire and fumes. Following lockout and tagout procedures when dealing with equipment is also critical. I pay close attention to handling gases and electrical components properly. Additionally, I never rush through tasks, because precision and focus prevent accidents. Understanding and practicing safety ensures not only my protection but also the safety of others. 5. What do you think are the most important qualities of a welder? The most important qualities of a welder include precision, attention to detail, patience, and strong problem-solving skills. Welding requires steady hands and the ability to focus on accuracy to create strong and safe welds. Patience is key because mastering different techniques takes time and practice. Safety awareness is another essential quality, as welders work with heat, sparks, and heavy equipment daily. Good communication skills also help in working effectively with supervisors and team members. Above all, a willingness to learn and adapt is vital, because welding technology and industry requirements continue to evolve over time. 6. How do you prepare metal surfaces before welding? Before welding, I make sure the metal surfaces are properly prepared to ensure strong and clean welds. Preparation usually involves cleaning the surface of dirt, rust, oil, or paint that might contaminate the weld. This can be done using a wire brush, grinder, or chemical cleaner, depending on the material. Sometimes edges need to be beveled or shaped to allow better penetration. Proper alignment and clamping of pieces are also important to ensure accuracy during welding. Good preparation reduces the risk of weak welds, porosity, and defects, helping achieve strong results that meet safety and quality standards. 7. How do you handle mistakes while welding? If I make a mistake while welding, I take responsibility and carefully evaluate the problem. Common errors like porosity, cracks, or uneven welds can often be fixed by grinding out the defective area and re-welding it properly. I review my technique to identify what caused the issue, whether it was incorrect heat, poor positioning, or improper preparation. Asking for feedback from experienced welders is also helpful in improving my skills. Instead of seeing mistakes as failures, I treat them as learning opportunities. By addressing them immediately and learning from them, I can continuously improve and grow in the trade. 8. Can you explain the difference between MIG and TIG welding? MIG welding, also known as gas metal arc welding, uses a wire feed that continuously supplies filler metal, making it faster and easier for beginners. It's commonly used in industries that require quick production. TIG welding, or gas tungsten arc welding, uses a tungsten electrode and often requires adding filler manually, making it more precise but also more challenging. TIG welds are cleaner and ideal for thin materials like aluminum and stainless steel. While MIG is more efficient for large projects, TIG is preferred for detailed, high-quality work. Both are important, and I am eager to master them. 9. What do you understand by weld quality? Weld quality refers to how well a weld meets the required standards for strength, durability, and appearance. A good quality weld should have full penetration, be free of defects like cracks, porosity, or undercuts, and maintain uniformity in appearance. It should be able to withstand stress and meet the safety requirements of the project. Quality also depends on proper preparation, correct settings on the welding machine, and following the correct procedure for the type of material being used. As an apprentice, I focus on learning the correct techniques to ensure my welds are strong and reliable. 10. How do you stay focused during repetitive tasks? Welding often requires repetitive tasks, so I make it a point to stay focused by reminding myself of the importance of consistency. I understand that even small lapses in attention can affect weld quality or safety. I take short breaks when possible to maintain concentration and avoid fatigue. I also set small goals during a task, which helps me stay motivated and engaged. Keeping a professional attitude ensures I treat every weld as equally important. Developing discipline to focus on repetitive work not only improves my welding but also builds trust with supervisors and employers. 11. How do you handle working in hot and noisy environments? Welding often requires working in hot, noisy, and sometimes uncomfortable environments, so I approach it with preparation and the right mindset. I make sure to wear appropriate protective gear to reduce exposure and discomfort. I stay hydrated and take short breaks when safe to avoid overheating. Noise levels can be high, so I use proper hearing protection. Mental focus is also important, so I remind myself that these conditions are part of the trade. Staying adaptable, physically fit, and safety-conscious ensures I can perform my duties effectively even in challenging environments without compromising quality or safety. 12. What steps do you take to maintain welding equipment? Proper maintenance of welding equipment is essential for safety and efficiency. I start by regularly inspecting machines, cables, and connections for signs of wear or damage. I clean nozzles, contact tips, and other components to ensure smooth operation. It's also important to keep tools and equipment stored properly to prevent contamination or accidents. I follow manufacturer guidelines for servicing and replace consumables when necessary. Routine checks help prevent breakdowns during important tasks. By keeping equipment in top condition, I not only produce better welds but also extend the life of the tools and reduce workplace risks significantly. 13. How do you work as part of a team? Teamwork is very important in welding projects, as many tasks require collaboration. I communicate clearly with supervisors and coworkers to ensure we understand the project requirements and safety protocols. I'm reliable and punctual, which helps build trust within the team. When needed, I'm ready to assist others, whether by preparing materials, handling tools, or offering support. I respect the expertise of experienced welders and take feedback positively. At the same time, I focus on doing my own part with accuracy so others can depend on me. Working as a team ensures efficiency, safety, and high-quality project outcomes. 14. What do you understand about reading blueprints? Blueprints are technical drawings that provide detailed instructions about how a structure or product should be built. As a welder, it's essential to understand measurements, symbols, and specifications on these documents. This includes interpreting welding symbols that indicate type, size, and location of welds. While I may still be developing advanced blueprint reading skills, I know the basics and am eager to improve. Following blueprints ensures accuracy and consistency, which prevents costly errors. Being able to translate drawings into real-world welding tasks is a valuable skill, and I take it seriously as part of my learning process. 15. How do you prioritize safety over speed? While speed is important in welding projects, safety always comes first. I understand that rushing can lead to mistakes, weak welds, or even accidents. I approach tasks by carefully following safety procedures and ensuring equipment and materials are properly set up. Once safety is guaranteed, I focus on efficiency by staying organized and using time wisely. For example, preparing tools and materials in advance helps me work faster without compromising safety. Employers value workers who can deliver quality results while protecting themselves and their team, and I believe balancing safety and speed is key to long-term success. 16. What would you do if you noticed a safety violation? If I notice a safety violation, I would act immediately to prevent harm. First, I would stop the unsafe practice if possible and remind the person involved about proper safety procedures. If it's something I cannot fix directly, I would report it to a supervisor right away. Safety is everyone's responsibility, and ignoring a violation could put the whole team at risk. I believe it's better to speak up than to stay silent, even if it feels uncomfortable. By addressing safety issues promptly, I help maintain a safer workplace and show responsibility as a future professional welder. 17. How do you manage stressful situations at work? Welding projects can be stressful due to tight deadlines, challenging tasks, or unexpected problems. I manage stress by staying calm, focusing on one step at a time, and reminding myself that accuracy matters more than rushing. I also practice good organization, which helps reduce last-minute pressure. If I feel stuck, I ask for guidance rather than getting frustrated. Taking short breaks when allowed also helps me reset my focus. Stress is natural in any trade, but handling it with patience, communication, and problem-solving skills ensures I stay productive and maintain high-quality work under pressure. 18. What skills do you hope to develop during this apprenticeship? During this apprenticeship, I hope to develop stronger technical skills in welding techniques like TIG, MIG, and stick welding. I want to master reading blueprints, understanding welding codes, and improving weld quality. Beyond technical abilities, I aim to build confidence in handling different projects, whether structural or fabrication work. I also want to sharpen soft skills like teamwork, communication, and safety awareness. My goal is not only to become a skilled welder, but also a dependable professional who can contribute effectively to any project. This apprenticeship is the foundation for a long and successful welding career. 19. How do you ensure precision in your welds? Precision in welding comes from preparation, focus, and consistent technique. I always start by properly cleaning and preparing the materials to avoid defects. I check my machine settings, such as voltage and wire speed, to match the requirements of the job. During welding, I maintain steady hand movement and correct positioning to ensure uniform welds. I also monitor heat levels to avoid distortion. Once finished, I inspect my welds visually and, when possible, with testing methods. By practicing discipline and attention to detail, I ensure that every weld I perform meets both safety and quality standards. 20. What would you do if a supervisor criticized your work? If a supervisor criticized my work, I would listen carefully, remain professional, and avoid taking it personally. I understand that constructive criticism is part of learning, especially in an apprenticeship. After hearing the feedback, I would ask questions if I need clarification and then apply the advice immediately. If I made a mistake, I would correct it and make sure to avoid repeating it in the future. I see criticism as an opportunity to grow and improve my skills. Accepting guidance with a positive attitude shows responsibility and dedication to becoming a better welder. 21. What are some common welding defects you know about? Some common welding defects include porosity, cracks, undercut, lack of fusion, and slag inclusion. Porosity occurs when gas gets trapped in the weld, while cracks can result from improper cooling or stress. Undercut happens when the base material is melted away at the edges, weakening the weld. Lack of fusion occurs when the weld metal does not properly bond with the base metal. Slag inclusion happens when non-metallic material is trapped inside the weld. Understanding these defects helps me stay cautious and take preventive steps like proper preparation, correct heat control, and following recommended procedures carefully. 22. Why is ventilation important in welding? Ventilation is extremely important in welding because it removes harmful fumes and gases that can cause serious health problems. Many metals and coatings release toxic substances when heated, and without proper ventilation, these can accumulate in the breathing zone. Good airflow prevents buildup and ensures a safer work environment. Depending on the situation, this could include using local exhaust systems, fans, or natural ventilation in open spaces. Protecting respiratory health is as important as protecting eyes and skin. By ensuring proper ventilation, welders can work safely, stay healthy, and maintain productivity without long-term health risks. 23. What would you do if you made a weld that didn't pass inspection? If a weld I made did not pass inspection, I would first accept responsibility and carefully review the issue. I would identify the defect, whether it was poor penetration, porosity, or misalignment, and then take corrective action such as grinding out the weld and redoing it properly. I would also reflect on what caused the error, whether it was incorrect settings, poor preparation, or technique, and make adjustments. If necessary, I would seek advice from a supervisor to avoid repeating the mistake. Failing an inspection can be disappointing, but I see it as an opportunity to learn and improve. 24. How do you see your future in welding? I see my future in welding as a long-term career with many opportunities for growth. After completing my apprenticeship, I hope to gain certifications that allow me to work in specialized fields like structural welding, pipeline welding, or even aerospace. I want to continuously expand my knowledge and eventually mentor new apprentices in the future. Welding is a trade that will always be in demand, and it also offers global opportunities. My goal is to become not only highly skilled but also respected for quality, safety, and professionalism in every project I take on. 25. Why should we choose you for this apprenticeship? You should choose me because I bring enthusiasm, discipline, and a strong willingness to learn. I may still be developing my technical skills, but I have the determination to work hard, follow instructions, and continuously improve. I take safety seriously and understand the importance of producing high-quality work. I am reliable, punctual, and eager to contribute to the team while building my career. What sets me apart is my commitment to learning from experienced welders and my passion for this trade. Choosing me means investing in someone motivated to grow and deliver consistent results in welding. Conclusion. Becoming an apprentice welder is the first important step toward a rewarding and stable career in the welding trade. Employers want to see dedication, safety awareness, teamwork, and a willingness to grow, alongside technical knowledge. By preparing for these 25 interview questions, you can demonstrate that you have the qualities needed to succeed. Remember, apprenticeships are about learning, so showing a positive attitude and eagerness to improve will help you stand out. Welding is a craft that demands skill, patience, and discipline, and this apprenticeship can open the door to a successful and respected future in the industry.